So, this is a part 3 of signs of cheating in a relationship and the red flags. And so, now there was one year, we have these amenity centers that are kind of similar to golf clubs, the golf clubs. Not the clubs, but I mean the clubhouses. And so they've started putting those in with the for-profit housing. And so around the time of the first housing collapse, my gosh, it was his birthday. And he was gone for 4 hours. And he said he was just at the center talking to some people. And he said sometimes they did that because they had furniture and everything down there. Which I didn't really question that. They even had internet down there at one time. But as we get closer to COVID, there's a point we had the bathroom being remodeled. And so we always had the same woman who was cleaning the amenity center. And so my husband had told me at one time, he said he was really upset from this guy at the job that he had. It was a job he had before I knew him, but it was at the point where I met him. But he was towards the end of his career with that job. And he said that some of the guys were making fun of him when he was younger, and said that he had an intimate relationship with a really heavy woman who was maybe 400 or 500 pounds at his work. And he said that never happened. But he said he didn't like big women that were that big. And so anyway, he's at the amenity center. And so the woman who's cleaning the center is a really big woman. And so then there comes a point that he decided he wanted the bathroom remodeled. He wanted the bathtub taken out because he's aging. And he said that if he had a hard time in aging, he wanted to have a shower because there was showers, but you had to step over them. And so he was having a hard time, it sounded like, from what he said, lifting his legs, even though he stretched and he was very limber. And so anyway, we go to get this product from a place, and there's a woman there, and she says, "Oh, hey, don't I know you?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, how are you doing? We're at the center." And she says, "Well, yeah, me and my girlfriends, we just show up around the first part of the year, after New Year's, and then we're done. We don't like to work out anymore." And so, but my husband was notorious for saying that stuff out loud in front of people who maybe he didn't think was hearing. And he would say, "Oh, yeah, he told me that every year religiously. Yep, the big people who got a holiday membership and decided for the holiday that they need to lose some weight after the holiday, they'll work out and then they'll be gone."